Oh, come on. Come on, YouTube. You can do it. I believe. I'm a YouTube believer. Dude, it's like, every time I've gone live recently, YouTube doesn't know about it for at least like a minute. Like, Twitch knows pretty instantly. But YouTube, it's so slow. I don't get what's up with that. There we go. That's a little better. Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How are y'all doing today? We don't mind the like machine gun sounds in the background. That is my wife on her typewriter that she hooked back up recently. Just having a grand old time. It's okay. She won't be on it for very long. At least so she tells me. That's what she says. I don't know if she's entirely trustworthy there, but we'll see. We may just have typewriter sounds in the back of the stream, and that's okay. But yeah, we're going to be playing ACROPOLIS today. Maybe beating it. Not quite sure how much trouble this is going to give me. I foresee it taking 2 streams, but we could just get lucky and fluke it like we do sometimes. Yeah, I have not beaten this level before. I don't even know what my, like, record is. It's like maybe 6% or something sad. I don't know. But, I'm looking forward to it. Because this is a level I've been scared of for a long time, and only recently has it kind of looked really fun, you know? And like even the hard parts that scared me the most, they're not that freaky looking anymore. I think I'm pretty capable of enjoying this level. It's gonna be pretty fun. So let's see how it goes. I don't know why like Botrix isn't working right now. But like I can't have a chat little window that I can read for YouTube and Twitch. I don't get how that works. What's up, Cersei Zabor, Jake Dean? Who else we got? Ultroxis I saw. Welcome in. Kid named. I'm that crying elephant Wojak right now. I'm sorry. I would have delayed this stream if I didn't say that I would do this like a week ago, you know. How can I get into your Discord server? Here, I'll just send an invite. It's invite only because it was like anyone can join or whatever. It was just like a completely open server for a while. And then that was bad because everyone showed up. You know, the good and the bad and the worse. All of them. So here's a little Discord invite for you. I'll send it in the Twitch chat as well. Behave yourselves, read the rules, obey the rules, and we won't have any problems. Peter Griffin Hexagon Force. Hexagon Force is one of my favorite like Robtop level songs. I do like that one quite a lot. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think another Peter Griffin cover is really likely until the next main level comes out. Hello, Changol.
Sir, a report.
Oh, thank you for putting the report on my desk. That is so hard to read. Wait, is this backwards? Oh, wait, no, you just... Okay, I see.
No,
I see what's going on.
this is the report.
That's the report? Oh, missing dumbass. Compiled by Sergeant Dumbfuck, PhD. USS bitch. And will fail? No. Success. Do not worry yourself. What is that at the end?
Exclamation point.
It's an exclamation point?
Yeah.
There's like a second dot next to the one on the
yeah,
bottom.
I don't know.
Looks like a little wiener.
I don't
Thank
know
you.
what happened.
Thank you for the
He's yours.
the
Don't
wonderful
give it back
statement.
to me. It's yours.
Oh, okay. Well,
You should, you can share a picture later.
I will maybe share pictures in the Discord of the report. Keep in mind, whatever's on the other side will probably be legible.
Do they know what that is? Do they know what that sound was?
Yes, I did let them know what the machine gun sound was.
Okay.
Duck, with the rated membership for 5 months. Thank you so much, man. Hope you've been well recently. Hi there, hello. Wildfires in Utah be getting really bad right now. Oh, hope all is well with you. Gosh, I'm really sorry to hear about that. I hope everyone in your areas stayed safe. Yeah, wildfires are no joke. We've had kind of the opposite in my area, just like pretty constant rain. But yeah, I've been doing well. I hope you've been in good health otherwise. Man, Utah's got to be so dry right now. That does not sound very fun.
Did it really sound like a machine gun?
I don't know. I haven't heard machine guns in the backgrounds of my stream before, but it'd probably be something like that. Husky, good to see you. Welcome in. Your boy Mommy. Always a pleasure. Yeah, we're going to get started on ACROPOLIS today. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what all this is. There we go. There's my boy. Okay, where is my device that says things? Oh, it's under the mission statement. Okay.
The mission statement.
It's under the report. It's supposed to rain and touch 100 degrees in the same day here, like a week from now. Oh gosh. The rain's supposed to be first. Fun! It's gonna be the fog convention at your house. Thank you for resisting the urge to type right during my stream. Everyone say congratulations to Chaggle for achieving self-control. Yeah, we're gonna hop in a practice run, because this first cube is a little freaky. Very freaky. This is a rare case of a level I haven't really, like, attempted to beat, but the beginning I feel worse about than the end, you know? Like, I feel like if I do fluke the beginning and get to the second half, I have a pretty decent shot of beating it. So I don't need to practice the second half first, like I usually do. Ultraxis with the 20 months of rated. Thank you so much, man. The big 2-0. Acropolis is harder than Aku IMO? Really? Making my magnum opus of layouts. Well, keep me posted on that. That's awesome. Everyone needs a magnum opus of layouts. Every once in a while. I'm maybe kind of wrapping up one of my magnum opie. Opie? Is that the plural? I don't know. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know about Acropolis harder than Aku, though. Maybe it would depend a little bit on your skill set. Like, you know, this beginning's a little intimidating, I gotta say. Maybe I'd rather play the Aku beginning at the start of each attempt. So you hit this kind of late and just hold it. Yeah, okay. I always thought you had to, like, micro-click and then click again. Yeah, that's just not necessary at all. I just didn't think you can fall this far. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this will feel harder than Aku for me as well. I'll get back to you on that, I guess. Okay, that was perfect. If I could just replicate that rhythm, we're in business. Because that's like the hardest part of the pre-drop, I think, is that like specific little series of clicks. Okay, I need to get a freaking chat overlay that I can read from OBS, because it hasn't given me that. What the freak? What the freak? Streamlabs chat? Could I read that one? I don't know, man. There's supposed to be chat overlays with both chats on them that I can read whenever I want, and just none of them are working right now. They're just completely down. That's super annoying. So I guess I'll have to, like, I don't know. I'll have to put Twitch next to YouTube in my, like, in my setup here so I can read both chats at the same time. That's gonna be weird. Okay. Cersei with 18 months of rated membership. It was just renewal day. Thank you guys so much. Yesterday I ate some pancakes, and once I started eating them, I realized that one was not fully cooked inside. Oh no! I have never had the displeasure of eating an undercooked pancake. Yeah, I just kind of go off of the bubbles, you know? Like, if you're cooking on one side and you see bubbles coming to the top, you flip it, and then just try to match the colors, you know? Match those golden browns. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess the heat was too low, or maybe the batter was, like, too thick or something. Damn, that's a bad way to start the morning, though. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But welcome, Cersei. Hope you've been well otherwise. Duck with the 2. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. It's going to be a YouTube video? Probably not. Unless the stream is freaking awesome. You know, depending on how awesome I feel like being today. I don't know. I was kind of awesome yesterday, so I don't know. We'll see. Does that get the salmonella? Salmonella wafer? Oh, dude. I don't know if you guys can do this, but sometimes, like, if I'm sitting a lot, my tailbone will start hurting, and I can flex my butt cheeks to, like, pop something down there. I don't know how it works. I don't know what bone is doing what, but it is usually a nice little instance of relief. Can anyone else pop bones when they flex their butt cheeks? Is that just me? Goodness. Yeah, this cube is freaking crazy. Do you stream on Twitch? Unfortunately, no. Sorry to my Twitch chat, but, I'll have to undo the stream. I hate Acropolis except for Last Wave. It is kind of the only thing that's not, like, timing based, I guess. So, in terms of, like, what part of the level you accept, I guess that makes sense. Okay, that ball shouldn't be too great. Wait, I can rest there as the ship? I can just, like, rest my little tush on the ground? Oh, gosh. How many attempts you think it'll take? I don't know how many I have currently. It could be a couple thousand, depending on how many old attempts I have. I really don't want this ship to be hard. It doesn't look hard. I don't know. Like, Zobros is just really good about making you play through gameplay that's made of shapes you've never seen before, you know? Oh, what? Oh, no. Is this cube also hard? I didn't think it would be. Okay. Yeah, this level's a little intimidating. I like the look. I don't know what to call those. They look like dead dandelion, like heads or whatever. Just the little like amalgams of spikes hanging from the ceiling. Hi, Father Autism. I'll take it. You know, I've been called worse things. That's pretty cool. Father Autism had many sons. Is there a Mother Autism? Well, that's a dumb question. Of course it would be Chaggle. Chaggle might be Father Autism. I can't lie. Man, another membership renewal. Husky with the 29 months, dude. That is insane. Thank you. 29 months of featured membership, by the way. Good luck with ACROPOLIS today. Got a new keyboard recently. Been helping for beating extremes. Awesome. I've been looking for a keyboard upgrade. Which keyboard did you get? What brand and model did you go with? I don't know a lot about like keyboard brands, but I probably should if I'm looking to upgrade. I want one that's quieter. My current one is too loud. And I have another one that a friend kind of let me borrow, and then he moved away, and he's like, yeah, you can just have it. So I'm like, okay. But that one is quieter, but it's just, I think the port just stopped working. So if I use it wired, it just doesn't work sometimes. Okay, hit that late, I guess. Oh, Razer Huntsman V3, 8 kilohertz. I don't know what Hertz did to deserve that, but yeah, that's one of the really expensive ones, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no. Okay, so don't do that. I mistimed something to, like, ruin that transition. That's gonna be fun to work around. Get a Mayo device. That's the sound a Mayo device makes. Okay, I can kind of click to the music sync, like, a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if thinking about that while I'm playing this part is going to help me or not. Will you go for a main list demon sometime? Bro, my hardest is like in the top 800. You're asking me to jump 650 spots on the list. That is insane. Like, if I go for a new hardest in the top 500, it would take me like a year of grinding. So I can safely say no. Like, I could maybe start grinding for a main list right now, and I would just not have to, I would not be able to upload videos or do any other kinds of streams until I beat that. Like, it would take so much of my time. I am not that kind of player. If you're looking for YouTubers who can beat main list, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. I maybe could have beaten like a main list in 2022 or 3, because I wasn't like bad at the game back then. I just didn't really try. I didn't push my skill to any kind of limits, you know. The most attempts I had put into a hardest in or like by 2022, I think was like under 2,000. So it's safe to say I had some potential that was a little underdeveloped back then, and I maybe could have beaten like an extended list back then. That would have been cool. Goodbye, Chagol. Drive safe, and I love you, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
Be very careful. There's crazy people on the roads. Your hands are so cold. beatbox the music, it makes it easier. This is clearly not someone who's ever beatboxed while playing GD before. It's one of the hardest things to do, if I'm honest. You're making that second blue orb harder for yourself. I hit the pink pad and buffer the orb. Oh, really? Is it true? Is it true what Kid Name says? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's not like it wasn't that hard of an orb before, but oh gosh, no, I hate checkpoints that are just like the perfect amount of messed up. Like you can't buffer, you'll die. You have to wait like 2 frames after you spawn from the checkpoint and then click. Like, cool, yeah. You can't buffer that, okay. There's just a whole bunch of jumps that look bufferable, but they are not. I really don't like that transition. It really just looks misaligned. It looks like I'm not supposed to go this far. Maybe I'm doing something wrong? I just joined what's happening. I'm trying to learn this, like, a mess of a cube part. Not like it's bad, it's just, I don't know. What level have you played that looks like this, you know? Zobros is just very good at that. He's very good at making you jump over obstacles and just play through obstacles that you've never seen before. I really don't like that transition. Okay, I don't think I can really be doing anything better for that, though. I think I'll just have to deal with the weird. Yeah, I thought that ship would be way harder. Okay, so what's the pattern here? Because, like, with really tight UFOs like that, there's 1 or 2 ways to do it, you know? You can't just, like, you can't wing it. It's not how UFO jumps work. No, can't do 2. Nope. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was close though. Okay, maybe a really fast double click. Okay, that UFO's a little scary. Okay, it goes click, 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 click. Okay, gotcha. There needs to be like a click transcriber for chat so people can like show me the click patterns for things. That ball is really fun. I always forget about that spike. I have played this ball so many times, like doing runs to 100. Always forget about the spike. Ridiculous level. I love it though. Beat this easy level's meat. I don't think we should be saying that. The hamburger one. Or I'm hamburger one. Was that a cat or was that my wife? It's really hard to tell. You know the game of like, oh, who said this quote? Was it Kanye West or was it Hitler? And it's like, it's actually a pretty difficult game. I feel a similar way about the cat sounds that happen at my house. You know, who said it? Was it a cat or was it my wife? Yay, I did it. No, I didn't. There's just so many balls, like, hanging from the ceiling as obstacles here. It's an underutilized obstacle. I need to start putting more balls in my levels. Howdy has huzz. I don't know what that means. I've heard that enough to know that it's, like, slang. I don't know. I'm not, like, 11 years old, so I don't know what it means. Oh my gosh. We cannot be dying there, bro. What was that? And like that. I didn't think that would be hard. my goodness. Okay, so being better would be a good start. Okay, you can do it too early. I believe late is the play. It's ridiculous. Huz equals girlfriend. Well then, no, I do not have that. I clicked 3 times at the bottom there, but one of them just got completely eaten. I think this wave's too easy for me to die to, but I don't know. At the end of like a full attempt of this level, who knows? Who knows how tired my fingies will be? You don't have to be unk to be married. Like, people get married pretty young. That being said, most of you guys would probably consider me to be uncle, as they say. Is it time to beat ACROPOLIS? I would say so. You know, I actually woke up and then looked at the time, because I slept in. I wanted to know, like, how late I slept in, and it said ACROPOLIS beating time, so I had to get right on that. So, my strategy is already not working with my UFO jumps. Okay, that's too high. Your grandpa, not unk. I think that's fine. I don't know. All the grandpas I've known in my life are really cool. Where are you going, man? It's not where we go. Your father, Loki. Someone needs to, like, give me a graph that just, like, I need a scale. I need a scale with all of these unks and fathers and grandpas. How do they compare? Is one older? Is one better? Are we getting better with age or worse? Okay, so I do not understand that timing. Do you own a child? I don't think own is the word we're looking for. But no. I need to stop autopiloting through the UFO. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when you hit your head with the UFO's like, oh yeah, sure, right on it, man. I'm heading down ASAP. You got it, Captain. And sometimes you hit your head with the UFO, and he just does not feel compelled to move his ass whatsoever. That's a lot of 55s. Let's calm down with that. Okay, I'm gonna go back a checkpoint. Go right here, because I can rest here. Yeah, this is what I want. You want to rest on this block leading into the UFO transition, so like your clicks are the same every time. Oh my goodness. Do you plan on owning a child? Again, not the word I would use, but I would like to start a family someday. That's just wrong. 56. See, Skull, I'm glad we got somebody here to lay down the law. Skull, how are you doing, man? It's good to see you. Stop autopiloting, bro! Oh my gosh. I hate how hard that is, because it's not. Jowder. I wish this was my name. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think I'm becoming big and it's killing me. Yes, that is absolutely what's happening. So we found the first thing in this level that's just bad, and there's no way around it. If you just moved the big portal to the left, like, any amount, that would probably not be an issue. I don't know, maybe that's like a 2.2 exclusive thing. What? I think you can buffer that. I don't know how I died there. Aim for the top of the portal, so like a really early click is what you're thinking. I was thinking late would be better, but... Cube with the 14 Czar. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Currency, money. But thank you for the... Yeah. I wish Howdy talked like this. Then maybe he would be cool. Maybe he would have subscriber. What's up, Tint? How was Tint doing today? Yeah, Tint just beat Truefet as his new hardest, which is kind of insane. It didn't seem like it took him very long at all, too. It was like under 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, when that Tint guy, when he commits to beating a level, he gets it done. To where now I'm asking, like, what the hardest level he could beat. Oh, it's not his hardest? What? Did I completely misremember? You're making me completely stop my stream to go to Tint's YouTube channel to double check. Wow, I typed Tint GD and he's nowhere to be found. I'm literally subscribed to him. Shouldn't YouTube, like, know who I'm talking about? Come on, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, there he is. Oh, it's not a new hardest. Am I crazy? It's 150th extreme, which is awesome. Okay, it is in his top 5, though, so it's like a 5th hardest. I gotcha. False advertising. That's the sound that false advertising makes. Howdy has a wife. You know, one day, just everyone will know that Howdy has a wife, and we never have to talk about it again. We'll just, like, we'll all know. Cube with the 7 more Czar. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. No message. Maybe because the donation's not big enough to earn a message. I don't like how YouTube does that. I want people to just give me like a penny and then say something. I think that would be cool. Like, because you can send messages for free. Why can't you send messages for 7 Czar? What's up with that? What's your easiest? Your mother's house. I don't know. That's like my only response that I want to give to that question. I can't do that UFO. It's like every time I get to the mini, it wipes my brain. Yes. Okay, that was two top. I aimed for 2 top. Didn't like that joke. A lot of people don't, but I don't like the joke of what's your easiest. So nobody's happy. Can you do a backflip? No. Well, I can, I'll just die. So I don't think I want to do that just yet. I'm saving it for a special occasion. What's your mediumist? Okay, this is at least a new one. That's funny. If I were to rank every demon I've beaten, based on how hard it was, what would be in the middle? Probably like... I've beaten a lot of easy demons. It wouldn't be that hard. I, again, completely forgot about the spike entirely. I don't know. It'd probably be like a Neptune level, like Electroman Adventures V2 or some crap. Maybe a little harder. Maybe like Hexagon Force V2. I think I'm more likely to die to those jumps before the wave than to the wave itself. But anything's possible with Howdy. My levelist is high life. That's a good question that you just asked me, and the answer is yes. Was that 50 to 100? Or did I place a check mark? I literally just don't remember. Okay, here's my hot take for Calamity. I like the music, but it is not Terraria music. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of, like, the Calamity mod can fit in Terraria pretty seamlessly, you know? It works. Not the music, though. I really just don't like the music's inclusion into the game. It's too much of its own thing. It's like if you listen to the soundtrack without knowing like what it's from or what mod or what game, you would not guess Terraria in 100 years. I don't like that. I kind of want the music to reflect like the love letter to the game that the mod is, and it's not. So Calamity music is good, but I don't like it. It bothers me, if that makes sense. Jude Everson, thank you so much for the £2, man. When and how did you get into GD? So it was, oh gosh, 2015, summer of 2015, I think. I either saw like an ad for a game or I saw like one of those kids react videos to it. I think was maybe like my first exposure to it. So yeah, I've been a GD player for 11 years. It's pretty sad. Most of my time in the game, though, has been spent in the editor, which is also sad, given my 0 creator points and relatively limited editor knowledge. No, but I've had a lot of fun with this game. Lane, it's good to see you. Birthday in 2 days? I was actually about to ask if it's anyone's birthday today. Okay. I will be 19-year-old woman. You're so much better at Melee than me for being so young. That's kind of crazy. I will hopefully be able to remember in 2 days to tell you happy birthday. In case I do not, you know what? No, I'm not going to wish you happy early birthday because I am going to remember. Just watch. You just watch. I'm going to send you a message on Discord saying happy birthday. I remembered in parentheses with a ta-da emoji. And the ta-da emoji is not going to be for you. It's going to be for me because I remembered and I'm proud of myself. That's awesome though. You have any plans, Lane? You going anywhere? Anywhere fun? Do anything special? You can do not special things on your birthday. I do that all the time. It's fun. Usually I do not care what I do for my birthday, like what activities or anything like that. I just like, I want to spend it with my favorite people. That's all that really matters. Stay home and do nothing. That sounds good. That sounds like a good ass birthday. You should do that. Now, if someone was like, hey, I'm gonna take you out to dinner for your birthday, like, obviously I wouldn't turn that down. But I think ideal birthday age involves a lot of sitting on ass and staying home. That's just who I am. It's kind of cool that my job reflects the ass sitting that I do and the home staying. I intend to lock myself away and write a poem for most of my 22nd birthday, specifically the 22nd, or just like, you know, your next birthday or whatever. Because like, some people do have plans for how they want to celebrate certain like milestones, like 16, 18, 21, 25, 40. 40 is a big one, you know? Because like when you turn 30, you know who's going to say that you're old? It's like little kids. Little kids are going to say that you're old when you're 30. But adults know. Adults know that's still young. That's still young and youthful. $40 though. Did I say 22nd when I read your message? You know what I meant. No. Okay, so you can hold your head against the floor there for longer than I was thinking originally, but not quite that long. No, I thought that one was easier because you can enter the wave and just have a free timing. It is not that much easier. Tragic. That could have been a really good run, actually. That could have been the latter 2/3 of the level in one run. Which is the easier 2/3 of the level. You know, that's the easier chunk for sure. Can't hold that long. What you doing? W Runnington. No, it would have been. It was almost W. Instead, it was just single U. Do you guys like cats? I do. I feel like the internet is mostly run by cat lovers, you know? Cat simps, I would say. Because, like, cats are cool, but they're not that cool. Like, calm down. That's kind of how I feel about cat fans. As someone who owns 2 cats, they're not that cool. They are a lot lower maintenance than dogs. So, like, if it's between a dog and a cat and you don't have, like, that much time to take care of, like, an animal, yeah, you would have to go for a cat, obviously. Foxes are just as cute. See, I don't know anybody with a fox as a pet. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I also don't know enough about foxes to know for sure. It could be the best idea. It could be they hate being free and in the wild, and they love captivity. It's their favorite thing. And they'll never have any troubles with, like, biting people or becoming feral in little moments. That is a bad idea? Okay. They do look pretty cute, though. Can't argue with that. Man, I got to hang out with a little puppy the other day. It was so cool. It was like a family gathering, and someone just, like, brought their puppy that they just got, which was cool. Some kind of, like, labradoodle type mix. I don't know. It was a mutt, but very, very cute little guy. I forgot his name. I think it was Spike. I don't know. Not the name I would have chosen. He was a very white, fluffy gentleman. I was playing with him in the yard. He was just laying on his back, getting, like, belly rubs, and just, like, constantly nipping at my hands, but, like, very gently. You know, like, puppy teeth are really sharp. And even though they're little newborn puppies, this one was maybe, like, a month old, they still have pretty intimidating bite force. So, like, they can do some serious damage. But, yeah, this guy was holding back, and I appreciated that. So cute. Do you have a job as well as YouTube? Nope. YouTube is able to pay the bills for now. Back in 2022, when I was kind of getting monetization rolling for the first time, I was doing YouTube on the side of construction. That was my main source of income. Wow, that was cool. Did you see that? You see how many clicks went up? I like that. Huge fan. Practice mode is for quick demons. What does that mean? What is a quick demon? Like a non-XL demon? Is that what we're saying? My favorite animals are elephants, gorillas, and jellyfish. Ooh, jellyfish are so cool. You know, it's funny how, like, a lot of humans are just obsessed with, like, the prospect of alien life, you know? It's like, dude, we literally have, like, octopi and cuttlefish and jellyfish. And, like, dude, those are aliens right there. Do you look... Are you seeing how weird these things are? And what, your idea of an alien is just, like, a gray humanoid with a big head and black beady eyes? How boring is that, man? Look at these aliens we have literally in our ocean. Dude, it's crazy. And I don't know, I read some statistic, but we only know about, like, a very certain amount of, like, oceanic species, just because we can't explore very deeply, you know? There's so many species down there that we just haven't discovered yet, and that's crazy. I don't know, like, I don't know if this is true, but there could just be dinosaurs down there, dude. We don't know. Gosh, please do not die here from zero, bro. I didn't think I'd have to worry about that timing. I don't remember ever dying there, like, goofing around in runs. I would die there when I just completely forgot the spike was there, but every time I time it, I was fine. I am not so fortunate today. How can I be sure some animals didn't go extinct? They didn't check under my bed. Oh, is there a dodo under there? We finally found them. They're back. They were living under Ryualion's bed this whole time. RNG choosing my RNG when? That's a really good question. I'm sad. They're building an AI data center in my area soon. I thought we were like kind of on our way to being done with those. I heard there were like some AI data centers that were built recently that have already been like completely undone. They're just like, oh yeah, never mind, this was a bad idea. I'm like, yes, it was. Good job. You figured it out. Stop doing that. It seems like it was so perfectly placed there for you to be able to jump over it if you want to. So there's just completely two ways to do that. I hate that transition. It feels so awkward, dude. It feels like an accident. It feels like I am not playing the level as it was meant to be played every single time I do it. And I hate it. It's not really hard. It's just like, as someone who makes gameplay, I strongly disagree with that. Everything that's happening there. Oh my gosh, I keep feeling like I'm waiting longer and longer to click there, and I just keep dying. I think it only kills you if you buffer, so like if you wait any amount of time, you're probably good. But like, if you wait too long, then the transition just doesn't work, so like, that's a deceptively hard timing. Gosh, this is not hard. Oh, whoops. This is like the first frame of the next attempt instead of the last one of my last attempt. But those ball timings are not hard. This is sad. I wonder if I'm able to beat Hard Machine before it's out of the top 150. Like, I'd go for it, but only if I'm able to beat it quick enough. I mean, how close is it? Is it like... It's not like Zodiac, like about to fall off, is it? I thought that was still like top 130 or something. Also, yeah, Zodiac is at like 149. Man, my eyes cannot focus on the spikes. They're like too small. I didn't foresee that being an issue. Maybe I'm too close to my monitor? I don't know, dude. I don't know how I can be better at this game. Sometimes I feel like when I'm looking at Geometry Dash gameplay in like a small window, like the level looks easier than when I'm like as close as I am to the screen. I hate that. I hate the transition so much. It is so ass. I'm not okay with that. Zobros really should have checked. Should have checked in with me before making that. It's crazy to think that Zodiac victors will have no list points for it. Like, that's insane. Also, yeah, I disagree with the way, like, the list works with, like, list points and shit. Because, like, if a level falls off, you just don't have points for it anymore. It's like, we can't just, like, incorporate some kind of, like, point inflation to where, like, yeah, when I beat it, I got, like, 600 points, but now that it's off the list, I only have, like, 200 or something like that. That makes the most sense to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we should just remove people's points for levels that fall off. It's not like Zodiac isn't impressive anymore. Like, that's not true. I don't know. I think we should blow up the Demon List team with, like, 6 bombs. Not, like, a lot. Like, I'll be merciful. I'll mercifully blow you up with 6 bombs. I wish Espresso was rated. I think it got another send the other day. I think we're up to 12 sends now. Probably the most sends a level's ever gotten without getting rated. This is not true even a little bit, by the way, but that's how it feels sometimes. I don't know. I'm kind of at a point with Espresso where, like, I see why mods have an issue with the gameplay. Even though I think a lot of them are being whiny babies. Like, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Because, like, this is not my best work by any means. Does that mean that all of their complaints are valid? I wouldn't say so, but I understand. I understand where they're coming from. And I certainly don't have as much of a soft spot for the gameplay as I used to. Just because I feel like I've made a lot of gameplay since then that's better. What are you doing, man? The perfect timing. I did it. How would you feel when your dumb brother breaks the downstairs TV if you had a brother? I don't know. We didn't have a downstairs TV. What kind of question is that? It's like I went straight into trying to answer the question and didn't even consider, like, what the hell is that question? I assume this is something you're currently dealing with. You know, trying to forgive and forget. Hi, Howers. Hello, anonymous you2 something. Thank you so much for the 27 Swedish krone. I appreciate that. Heck yes, dude. How generous. Yes, that level Amalgam by Thunderwing was an awesome, awesome level. I really hope that gets rated. It's so much better than Espresso. I mean, if my level can get 12 cents, that one can at least get like 20. I think there's also an Extreme Demon called Amalgam on the list right now. I don't know if it's actually on the list anymore. It may be like long been demoted to Legacy, but that may like present an issue. I don't see why it would. Mods really don't seem to care about that stuff most of the time, but like they rated a level, or they sent a level called Limbo but Uwu, I guess. Maybe one of the worst names I've ever seen for a level. And I've made X amount of recent tab videos, so I'm going to go overfish now. I've never heard of overfishing. That sounds like you should have maybe called it quits a little earlier. I got calluses from overfishing. Oh, Splatoon 3. Oh, okay, I got you. Skull, it is good to see you. I appreciate you hanging out for a while. You have a good rest of your day. Enjoy that Splatoon and the overfishing. My hardest is Prismatic Haze by Sir Trax and Gizbro. It's around Bloodbath difficulty if you've not heard of it. But it is a sync demon, so like, I don't know. The gameplay's really not that hard. I think it's kind of an overrated level. At least it used to be a sync level, and now in 2.2 it kind of just almost syncs the whole time, which makes it so much harder. Oh my gosh. Mini UFO just falls so quickly. Like, any timing with the mini UFO just feels so much harder. I hate that. That's one of my least favorite deaths in a level. It's just something that looks like that. But like, you know, that's the timing level gig, you know, that's how it goes. Somehow the Janus Miracle got demoted to an Insane Demon. I feel like that's accurate, though. Like, I can't look at that and say it's an extreme. It belongs up there with, like, Aku and all that. It's, like, a very hard Insane Demon, but I can't say it's extreme. I got so close to dying to, like, everything there. Dude. If Robtop quits GD to prioritize farming, who's maintaining it? Excellent question. I'm glad someone's finally asking the real questions. What would he farm, though? What would he be growing is the real question. It's the realer question. I think I would have to take it upon myself, just because, you know, I'm the second in command, basically. Yeah, wait, who is the second in command now? Who's Robtop's right-hand guy after Viper and quit? Has that void even been filled? Like, do you remember the guy in the comments asking you what texture pack you use? That was me. I don't think you understand how many, like, hundreds of children have asked that. But it is good to see you again, and I hope you've been enjoying that texture pack. I hope you got it to work, because it's, like, I think only Windows right now, only available for Windows. At least, like, the way that my, like, super ghetto texture pack works. Anyway, welcome. I hope you've been having a good day. I don't know if you remember me, Howdy, but I was the guy who said howdy, howdy in your chat. I know. Awesome joke that I came up with. Do you have a job? That's another question I get a lot. It's like, no, well, yeah, I do. This is my job, but do I have a job outside of YouTube? No. I don't know if you guys realize, I am editing for hours every day to produce videos for both my channels. Like, that is a lot of work. I kind of don't have time for another job. Either I would have to dial back my upload schedule even more than it already has been to make room for a job, or I would just have to, like, get a part-time job and just, like, not sleep anymore, would be how that would work. I hate that death. That is one of my least favorite deaths. If I were to make a death tier list, that would go in its own category, its own tier. How often do you do level request streams? Like once a month or so, once every couple months. I didn't know that was possible. All right, new fear unlocked. Yeah, level request streams usually take a lot out of me. Now, if I were a mod, wink wink, Robtop, then I would do a lot more, for sure. Might even be like a bi-weekly thing. Bi-weekly is when you're attracted to men and women. Why are those ball timings hard, dude? I don't really have a favorite song to beatbox to. Honestly, like, my favorite way to beatbox is just, like, I don't know, I'll be, like, in the car, like, driving home from something, and I just, like, won't have music for some reason, but I'll feel very musical, and I'll just start beatboxing to nothing. Sometimes I get, like, into it a little too much, and I start, like, speeding a couple miles faster than I normally would, and I'm like, okay, I have to stop. It's getting too fire. Do you believe in God? I do. I am what you might call a non-denominational Christian. I know what you're thinking. I didn't know Christians could commit as many crimes as Howdy does, but there's a first time for everything, you know? Cool. Best kind of Christian, too. How chill. You know, I certainly can't say that. But I see where you're coming from. Just because, like, there's so many people that follow a denomination so closely to where they put more faith in the, like, societal construct of religion than they do in the God that they claim to believe. It's like, bro, everything you need is in the Bible. It's right there. It's not called the Word of God for no reason. You do not need any, like, priest or pastor to tell you what to do. You do not need a priest or pastor to read the Bible for you. Because that's just another man's interpretation of Scripture, and it's going to become distorted. And the only way you can really trust what you're reading as the Word of God is if you read it for yourself. How fast can you spam, like, consistently? Like, if I were to do a click consistency challenge, I could probably not do much more than, like, 9 or 10. But if it's just, like, you know, UFO spam, where I'm hitting my head against the ceiling 100 times, I could probably do, like, 12 or 13. I'm gonna go up here, see what's up there. I love adventure. I like to explore. What's up, cute twirl? First messages I see are period okay. I hope I have not offended you. I hope you're having an alright day so far. Now, that being said about Christians who follow a specific denomination, there's plenty that go to a church. Let's say you go to, like, a Presbyterian church, but you don't just, like, assume whatever the people there say is, like, spiritual truth or whatever. There's plenty of people that just go to a church to mingle in their community and meet like-minded folk. You feel awful? No, I'm so sorry. Is it my fault? Is there anything I can do to make it right? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of churchgoers who mean well, but there's certainly a lot of, I'm going there to feel better about myself and not to, like, further develop my relationship with God. Undo my sensory overload. I guess I could just not speak. I don't know if that would help. Yeah, if my stream and being in it is contributing to that, I fully support you leaving for as long as you feel is necessary. Or maybe it's like a different kind of sensory overload. Fun! I'm so good! Yeah, I overdosed on Howdy. Can I have a greeting? What's up, Sneaky Xiao? I am greeting you. Ding! How's that? Was that pretty good? Do you want like another one? You want to redo? How was my trip? Again, you probably asked and I didn't see. Sorry. My trip was pretty good overall. I kind of went for more reasons than just to see the concert we were going to see, which is good because the concert ended up canceling 4 hours before the show. So the musical parts of me felt like we went for no reason, but I did get to spend some time with some friends, so that was worth it. Got take butt. It's a really good message. I should name my next level Got Take Butt. I don't know what was even meant by that message, but I'd rather not know. I wonder if the concert was canceled as like, a blessing in disguise. I don't know if there was going to be some kind of incident there where me not going to the concert was like the Lord's mercy or like, protecting me or something. In which case, very grateful. Yeah, apparently the band that canceled on us has only had to cancel, I think, like 4 shows before. And this is a band that's been around since the early 70s. This was Rush. We were going to see Rush. So, almost 55 years in the music industry, only had to cancel like 4 times. Kind of insane. I guess in that way, it's kind of cooler that I went to a canceled Rush show than to one that was not canceled. That's like there's probably a lot more people. There's most certainly a lot more people that have gone to Rush shows that were not canceled than ones that were. Statistically, it is cooler. Oh, they canceled on you? Oh, I'm so jealous, man. I had my fingers crossed the whole drive over there. Oh gosh, my sister told me the central line caught on fire. There are many delays with the trains. Hashtag I love UK weather. Oh gosh. I wouldn't expect the UK to be that hot. But that is terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. My music taste has gotten worse. I can only listen to deathcore. Well, that's weird. Because, like, if you say that it's gotten worse, I feel like that's under your control, right? My favorite burp kink channel. That's not a good message, but I'm surprisingly okay with it. It's like, it's treading a fine line between, like, it's just funny enough for me to forget that it's gross. Like, I can't do the jumps, bro. I need to, like, what I'm trying to do is I look at this side of the spike and I'm watching my cube get closer to it, and I jump until there's about this much space or so. But, man, my eyes are not as good at lining that up as they used to be. I don't know if I don't know how much GD has contributed to my vision getting worse. It definitely has. But, yeah, I didn't foresee that becoming so much harder. Damn it, too early. Freaking love the deco in this level. It's pretty cool. Super hello. Well, super hello to you too, Lucas CRVG. It's gotta stand for Clash Royale Vagina. Am I right? Can I have a shout out, Obama Prism Z9R? No. He's like, I don't know what people want when they ask for a shout out. What, you just want me to, like, say your name? Do you want me to be like, yo, shout out to this guy? He makes great videos. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know what you expect. Because if it's like another YouTuber, like, hey, man, I've been working really hard to make as much content as I can lately. I'm really on that grind. Could you give me a shout out? That's different, you know? There's a reason for that shout out. I feel like anyone in my chat who has asked for a shout out before did not have a reason. They just wanted it for fun. It's the next evolution of, can you say my username? Because, like, can you say my username is like a 6-year-old question. But once they turn 7, now they ask for shoutouts. Oh my gosh. I believe in you. Thank you, Clyde. Can I have a shout out for brushing my teeth last night? I do know people who don't do that. So shout out to Bad Player 64 for doing the bare minimum of oral hygiene. We're really fighting the good fight out here, you and I. That coin is so scary to go for. Speaking of coins, I don't know if I'm going for the last coin or not. I do in runs because it's funny, but I don't know if I'll have the balls to go for it from 0. It depends. If I'm able to, like, get to the last wave from 0 today, then I probably will go for it, because I don't want to beat it in one day. Damn it. Can you shot me out? There you go. I hope your subscriber base grows now that you're dead. Wow, I just was going on an adventure up there. That's cool. Could not tell you what the plan was there. Kerplow. That is the sound that death just made, I feel. It's funny seeing the people that are, like, they're behind on stream. They're still saying things like, go, you got this. I'm sorry I let you guys down. Wow, that coin is not as hard as I thought, actually. You don't really have to do any kind of crazy timing. I tried to double click and just 1 came out. That was cool. What the heck is that UFO click banner? I don't know. First thing I found that works for me. Ooh, that's cool. The Tequila. Tequila is a kind of alcohol, for those of you who don't know. That's a cool death. I challenge you to say my name. John. Wow, I really fucked up. I guess I have to give up. Can't do it. I really did not think I was getting that coin that time. I bought 80% alcohol from tequila. What does this mean? Now, I'm not like an alcohol enjoyer, really. So that may make sense to some people, to the alcohol community, but because like 80% in alcohol terms refers to the like concentration of alcohol, right? Like how potent it is. But what you said was not that. It was something completely different. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Alcohol bad, true. I love carcinogens. I'm so full from carcinogens, yum. Pee. I think pee is better than alcohol. I'm gonna say it. If I were making a beverage tier list, alcohol would not go above pee. I don't think anyone can really argue with me there. Now, I think Kid Named, if anybody, would have some kind of fact about, actually, pee has more carcinogens than alcohol. Like, if someone was going to say that, it would be Kid Named. But I think we're in the clear. I think pee is mostly, like, okay. Carcinogen-wise. Carcinogen dumb. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's just so variable. Does it depend on like how well hydrated you've been? Why are we talking about this? Well, it's because I'm thirsty. It's my brain telling me to drink more fluids. I'm sorry, Cute Twirl. At this point, you should know that Howdy streams, we talk about pretty much anything. So if anyone's eating, you just let me know. I'll change topic. Give me an eating heads up. I got your back. Speaking of food, I did eat at Texas Roadhouse for the first time during my trip. It was not good. And I didn't think it would be like good, but I didn't think it would be that bad. Now, not only was the food not awesome, but it was maybe the worst service we've ever gotten at a restaurant or anything adjacent to it. I've gone to like a fast food place that has like, you know, waiters and waitresses and stuff, and it was better, like kind of by a lot. There were like 6 instances of asking the waitress for things. She'd be like, oh yeah, let me be right back. And then she was just never back. She never came back with the thing that we asked for. One of the things included my food that I ordered. She gave me like half of the food that I ordered, and the other half I had to get in a to-go box before we were leaving because it just took so long. Not like, oh, it took really long to prepare and we're really busy tonight. I'm sorry about the wait. No, it's just like they forgot. Espresso's on page 53 in the scent tab. That's like not very good, right? That's like really far in there. I don't think anyone's venturing that deeply. Also on the trip, I ate at IHOP for the first time, and everything was awesome. IHOP better than Texas Roadhouse. IHOP, please sponsor me. I was quite pleased with the quality of the food. You can get really close to those spikes before you do your 1, 2, 3. Damn it. So bad. I feel like I have an honorary 33 to 100 at this point. I've just been, like, so bad at the wave for some reason. And then the cube before it as well. What was... Why did I miss the block, bro? You doing all coins? No. I'm afraid not. I'm not that cool. If I get to the wave from 0 today, I will go for the last coin for sure. That coin in the ship is just like, either I get it or I don't, you know? I'm so bad, says the good. Are you watching the World Cup? No. If we were to rank everyone in the entire world based on how much they care about the World Cup, I'm in like the bottom 10. Cool. If you beat the level today, I will at least get the coins that you get today. Okay. I'm done eating. You can talk about pee now. Yes! Oh my gosh. I didn't think I could make it any longer. I was about to explode if I couldn't talk about pee. Alright, pee talk done. Damn it. Don't do that. What kind of... Come on, dude. You can't just say piss like 16 times. We're not Neanderthals here. We are sophisticated piss talkers. I really want to get this run to 100. I really want to. I do not want to play from here anymore. I'm going to start trying extra hard. Which is why I died there. I was trying really hard. Stop hitting your head there. Oh my gosh. I beat quantum processing with your Peter Griffin cover. I'm really sorry about that. No, I do get comments on the Peter Griffin covers like, I hate you so much. Now I can't hear the song without hearing Peter Griffin. Love you, howdy. It's like, those are some of my favorite comments to get. It's like, it starts with I hate you, ends with I love you. With like, the explanation in the middle. Stop doing that! Oh my gosh. Who is better, Twitch chat or YouTube chat? Well, I mean, I have to say YouTube because that's where most of my community is. But in terms of quality of messages, they're like the same. Everyone who was like, bro, you gotta get on Twitch, bro. Get away from these tubers. The people on Twitch are so much more mature and funny. No, they are fucking not. It's the same shit. You guys are freaking crazy. I don't know. Like, people who have, like, Twitch supremacy, like, delusion going on in their brain. I'm praying for you. I can't really say you guys are worse, but you're certainly not better. They have their own culture. There is Twitch chat culture and there's YouTube chat culture. So I guess depending on like what you're used to and what you prefer, I guess you could say one is better. It's like it's the same garbage though. I don't know. Stop. I hate the UFO. It's so hard. Anyone who says that UFO is easy should be put in prison for 3 minutes. Oh my gosh. You mean 3 months? Nope. I mean 3 minutes. That pink orb is also way harder than it should be. Favorite color? I've never really had a favorite color. I like green. That's like maybe the closest thing to my favorite color, but like I'm more interested in color combinations. Like a pair of colors that kind of accomplish the same job together. I like orange and purple a lot. Gosh, I'm so bad at those timings. Crimson and woody browns are nice together. It's got to be a pretty dark woody brown, I think. But generally, I would agree. Yay! I don't know why I have to focus so hard in that wave. My finger gets like a nerf. Gets some kind of nerf when I enter it. Okay, let's see what we can do from here. Oh gosh, that ship is kinda crazy. No. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I do not like how that ship is looking. Start from 0 to practice. No. This is the hardest third of the level, and guess what? It's hard from 0 to 33, so I kind of don't want to practice the 30 ship from 0. That is just not a good idea. Oh, that coin. I forgot about that coin entirely. I thought you were in normal mode. You went go? Yay! Wait! Oh my gosh. Those little spikes, they feel like the hitboxes are so much harsher than the normal spikes. They feel actually accurately, like, proportioned. I hate that. I hate trying to land here and you miss it and you just go wee, messes up the whole thing. It is just, my attempt is over at that point. If I miss that ledge, there is like a 95% chance that the attempt is gone. That's annoying. Haven't been keeping up. What's your newest layout? What is my newest layout? I think can't touch this? Yeah. I believe you can't touch this as my newest layout from 4 months ago. I got a new one, an XL layout that I'm pretty proud of, that I'm trying to wrap up. It's like, I'm trying to sort of decorate it with like some background effects and stuff. I'm trying to make it look a little bit more polished. And just figuring out how triggers work to make things look the way I want them to look is taking a long time. But, you know, the gameplay is all done. So I have another layout that's ready to hit the streets as soon as I can figure out how the triggers work. Ooh, that's a fun place to die. Let's do that some more. That's really hard. That is so hard going for that coin. Oh, dude, 1.9 layout, that has definitely had to take a bit of a backseat recently. I still want to finish it, because, like, it's so close to being finished. There's no point in, like, dropping it now. That's probably the project I'll feel obligated to pick back up after my layout is done. Love it. I need some more of that. Give me more. Should play demons from web browser geometry dash next, like for a video. I've never used the web browser for geometry dash. Actually, I think I did once. I think I was like away from home and I was like reading like YouTube comments and I got one that was like, rate my icons, and I'm like, I literally have nothing better to do. And he's like, my username is this, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. How do I look at his icons? And then there you go, GD browser right there. That's the only thing I've ever used the GD browser for, was looking up like one person's icons. It is pretty chilly in my room at the moment. My fingies are a little cold. I would like to not die there. So is the GD browser version just Geometry Dash that you can completely play? Like you can play and beat demons and all that? What's the hardest demon that's been beaten on the browser? Dude. This level's insane. You can play GD on a browser? That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought you could just, like, look things up but not really play them, but I have no idea. Can you make levels on the browser? Because that would just be free, right? And GD costs money, so would that be illegal? You can't play them? Okay. So the guy who was asking me to play demons on the browser was just making shit up? Oh my gosh. Man, that is like the hardest part of the level for some reason. It's just transitioning into the UFO. Might just be how much the screen moves throwing me off, but it's a fine transition in terms of like how hard the inputs are. Like the transition itself doesn't really make things any harder. This level is actually insane, demon. Yep, that's correct. I don't know how you figured it out. Dude, that ship is insane. Oh my gosh. Also, I don't know how or when this happened, but I hate the word extreme. I use it in GD referring to the difficulty. That is it. I can't stand the word extreme in any other context. It just really bothers me. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of know why. I just don't know like when it happened. When did it start bothering me so much? This is like a middle insane, probably. Maybe a little closer to like an easy insane. It depends. Raw skill I have. It's my favorite Yoda quote. That's fun. Wait, did I ignore a donation? What? Is it true? Hold on. Hold on. We're stopping everything. I don't think I ignored you. I saw your first donation, 27 Swedish krone. You said, hi, Howers. And I said, thank you. And this is your second one. So thank you so much for the 27 more. Anonymous. I appreciate it. 0 cents, by the way. I don't think that's true. Maybe I ignored a normal message that wasn't a donation. That I also do not see. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're just making things up. Yes, I am going to complete Grief. As soon as it's verified, I'm doing my stream where I beat it. So be sure to stop by for that. It'll be a pretty quick stream because I'll beat it very quickly. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss it. I suspect the stream will take about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. That is so weird. That I just don't know how to make my ship do that. Like some Novel Boy straight fly kind of stuff. And then that happens. If that portal and orb were just like a quarter block to the right, that would make a lot more sense for me. I don't know why that click just gets completely eaten. I don't feel like I'm clicking too late, but you know, it's obviously what's happening. Oh my gosh. Acropolis is such a fun level. The balancing is pretty rude. I do not like a level that is first half heavy, at least not to this extent. Like, yeah, I'll just spend like 90% of my time in the level in the first 15%. That's fine. That sounds like fun. Yay! You're my favorite YouTuber, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anonymous with the 65 more Swedish krone. Very generous of you. I hope the days of you feeling ignored are behind us. I strongly disagree. I enjoy latter half heavy gameplay. At least the start gameplay isn't horrid. I mean, no, it's not bad, but it's hard. Oh my gosh. Are you enjoying the big Acropolis? Do you think the big Acropolis is what, like, farmers call their harvests? I think that would be cool. Bing, 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 boogada, bing, 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 bing. The song gets a lot of hate. I don't like it. The song's got a certain atmosphere that people just aren't appreciating, you know? I get if maybe this isn't one of your favorite, like, Water Flame songs to listen to in your free time, but... Because, like, yeah, I guess I can agree with that. But... Oh my god, how do I do that? I might jump from Lava Temple to Acropolis. It can be done. That is a pretty significant jump, but... I hate timing-based gameplay. There's definitely good and bad timing gameplay. I feel like timing-based gameplay makes it really easy for people to be, like, very unoriginal and uninspired with the kinds of, like, timings. And that's just, I don't know. I don't appreciate that. I don't think anyone does. It's like, oh, a triple spike. And then, oh, look at this up here. We have a shut up all timing. I love this level. Like, no, what the fuck? Do something cool. And especially for its era, I do feel like this level does the timing gameplay pretty well. Doesn't feel too stale or repetitive. There's enough going on here to be interesting. Gosh fucking damn it. I hate dying there. He's like such a middle finger to whatever your attempt is. Oh, I don't care like what your run was. It ends here because you missed a little ledge. Silent Acropolis, yeah. I don't think anyone plays silent levels to have fun, though, you know? They either, like, bought them to showcase on YouTube, or they, like, try to get, like, a 6% run so they can brag about it to their friends. Gosh, damn it, I can't do that UFO from here. I just can't do it. There are certain parts where if I'm playing the part, it like is perfectly easy and makes sense. But if I'm playing from anywhere before it, my brain ceases to function. Acropolis should not be extreme. This is not true. And if it is true, then we gotta demote a bunch, or like we gotta promote a bunch of insane demons to extreme. Like there's no way there's a world where this deserves to be extreme and Gunslinger Corridor does not. Now, if this level had the balancing of Gunslinger Corridor, where like the whole thing was like a similar difficulty, like gosh, that might be extreme. The first 30% of this level kind of feels like an extreme demon. I can't argue there, but the rest of it is so much easier that there's no argument there. Lucas Clash Royale Vagina, thank you so much for the $5 I appreciate that. Eat the level's ball of spike. Now, without making a face. If that were a food, if I just saw like a sea urchin on a menu and it just came as that, 5-star review. On Youch, or whatever it's called. What kind of face would I be making? Is it like very sour or bitter, or is it just don't make a face because of how much it will hurt you? Do I just like put it in my mouth and I go Ksh! Like a GD? Wow, you can't wait that long. You cannot do it. That is what your name stands for, right? There's gotta be. That's gotta be it, right? Dude. First ship is insane. Maybe the hardest part of the level for me, I don't know. Hate that transition, bro. Greetings, howdy. Wherefore art thou, ere dawn of Acropolis as thee is needed anon? Of course. Affirmative. My thing with ship is just like, I guess I'm a very like pattern-oriented learner, and with ship there's no patterns to learn, for the most part. It's just, I don't know. Oh my gosh. There's no really think it's harder than the first cube. We'll see. Hardest part so far is at least the second hardest part of the level, and it will be close. You have to consider that ship is my worst game mode by, like, kind of a lot. Do you have a general consensus for favorite game mode? Man, I think it's really hard to argue with cube being the best. I just like cube a lot. Have a lot of fun making cube gameplay. Have a lot of fun making spider gameplay, UFO gameplay. Robot gameplay's been pretty fun lately. I even have a lot of fun making ship gameplay, even though I don't enjoy playing the game mode very much. Oh my gosh. So excited, but also scared for July. What's in July? Is it like... Do you have to spend Five Nights at Freddy's in July? I don't know. With hard ship parts, there's no promise that it will get consistent. With hard cube parts, I will get there eventually. Right now, that's my thought process for why this ship has like a good case to be made for being the hardest part for me. I just hate that transition so much. It will never feel like natural or good at all. It feels like how eating glass might feel. GIF of El Macho from Despicable Me 2 eating the entire shot glass of snake venom. .gif. I think I started that sentence with GIF and ended it with GIF. That's just how cool I am. Just a peek into my twisted mind. That's a nice comparison. You have experience with that? Thankfully, no. My car recently got destroyed by hail, so I certainly am experienced with broken glass in your skin, not in my mouth, thankfully. Lucas Clash Royale Vagina with the 5 more R dollars. Thank you so much. Since you asked, I will tell you my secret. It stands for Club de Regatas. Vasco da Gama. I dare you to spell it correctly. Well, I think I can just copy you. If you dared me to pronounce it correctly, I would probably have to explode. Okay, so your full name is Lucas Club de Regatas Vasco da Gama. I think I'll have to just say that every time, because it's easier, you know? Really rolls off the tongue. Rolls off the tongue. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate it. Thank you for revealing the secret as well. That was probably more important to me than your 5 R dollars. I just really needed to know. I'm very disappointed it was not Clash Royale Vagina, but we can't have everything we want. I feel like life's many disappointments have prepared me for this moment somewhat. What are R dollars? I knew it at one point and then I forgot. Brazilian real? That could be it. Well, let me just search R $. Is that... It's not a programming language. Shut up, AI. South African Rand. No, I thought that was a ZAR. Am I crazy? What is a ZAR? ZAR currency. South African Rand. That's what I thought. Okay, well... Brazilian real. Okay. Phew. South African what? Might be Rond. South African Rond. I don't know. Rond, I think, is what Harry Potter uses to cast his spells. Man, I don't see who is gonna watch Lord of the Rings and then Harry Potter and be like, yeah, I think Harry Potter's got cooler wizards. Like, are you on crack? Gosh damn it. I don't even know what I did wrong there. I think my first mini UFO click was too late, I think is what happened. Now you know why I asked about watching the World Cup. I mean, the World Cup's pretty... I don't know. I feel like that's very closely followed internationally, you know? even if you don't care about sports that much, you still probably check to see how, like, your country's doing in the World Cup, right? I feel like that's a pretty common thing. I think it has to be the biggest sporting event in history. Or, like, not in history. In the biggest sporting event of the year. That's what I meant to say. I don't even know what would contest it. Like, maybe the Super Bowl, but that's mostly just an American thing. If there was the World Bowl, then probably that would contest it, but there's really only one world sporting event, so kind of walks away with that title pretty freely. Olympics. Didn't even think about the Olympics. I'm sorry, Olympics. You know, I don't know. I have met a lot of people who just do not care about the Olympics. But it seems like everywhere I go, people are talking about the World Cup. So it wouldn't surprise me if the World Cup was getting, like, better numbers on TV or whatever. I'm much more of an Olympics guy, for sure. World Cup gets way better numbers. Really? Not even close. I did say I wouldn't be surprised. I'm surprised that it's not close, though. That was a good jump. The perfect timing. You know, ACROPOLIS has 21, 30 FPS frame perfects. That does not surprise me even a tiny little bit. I feel like a lot of levels would have 30 FPS frame perfects, though, right? I feel like if a timing is hard enough to make the average GD player go, oh, that's hard, it's probably some kind of frame perfect on, like, a lower refresh rate. Gosh damn it. I gotta find a better way to do that UFO. It's not working. I don't even know if there is, like, a better way to do it, but my assumption that there is a better way comes from one person saying, what is that UFO pattern? Oh my gosh. This is a bit of a brutal level. Just a little bit brutal. Check with Nexus or something. I'll call him on the phone. Call him on the telly. Nexus is British, right? No, wait, I'm thinking of somebody else. Is Nexus, like, Hispanic? I don't even know if that's, like, knowledge that anyone has. I wonder if he's, like, a more anonymous guy than me. That'd be interesting. I can't do 2 there. That would be cool, though. Oh, I can't do 2. Yeah, so what's a better pattern here? Nexus has old completions where he reacts and you can hear his voice. What, does he not have reactions on his, like, biggest completions now? Because he's beaten some really hard levels. I think he definitely want to include his reaction, right? Or at least, like, record it for his own, like, his own sake. I couldn't even get an escape out. His hardest was Bloodlust years ago. Really? I feel like I see him showcase some insanely hard levels. Maybe they're botted or something. I don't know. Once again, if we were to rank everyone who's ever lived based on their knowledge of Nexus, I'm in the bottom 5 with, like, George Washington, people like that. Oh, what's that? That's just like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. That was very like boring looking. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Does that just work? Huh. I don't feel like it's any easier than the one I was doing though. That might be what's considered like normal to do, but yeah, I think most of the problems with my pattern come from the first click. If you mess up the first click, you're in trouble. But if you click early enough, you're kind of fine. Maybe I don't need to mess with my pattern at all. Ridiculous. Okay. One of the hardest parts is going to be like this little staircase thing. Come on. My Twitch chat keeps disappearing. Love it. What about quintuple clicks? I don't think there's enough room in that UFO for that. Dude, okay. This is kind of crazy. If I can do that consistently, we're in business. That's also really hard. Whew. Just hold the click, what, like this? I don't think you can do that, compadre. And if you're not talking about that click, then maybe some specification would be nice. Hello, Houdini. That's me. What's up, Iridian 2222 GT? What? What? I don't even know what killed me. So you don't mean hold this one, do you? Oh, maybe if you click late enough you can. Ah, okay. I did not think there'd be room for that. I feel like that'll get consistent. I don't know. Maybe I'm making stuff up. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. That ship, like this part right here is maybe the hardest, like, percent of the level. It's just like, I don't know. That's a little crazy. Little crazy if you ask me. Even one before that you can buffer? Like, what, you hold here? I don't think so. Damn it, that click is so much harder than it should be. Not normal mode, but still go. It's important to clarify in the go. That click is so hard. It's a very uncomfortable timing. How to use a pickle? I wish. I'm hungry. YouTube just crashed. Cool. Thank you, YouTube. Let's give it up for YouTube, dude. Round of applause. Howdy cannibal confirmed. Well, only if I was a pickle, though. I'm not a pickle eating a pickle. I'm a human eating a pickle. A theoretical pickle. Howdy, what level did you fall to? If falling could just be described as dying, I would say every level I've ever beaten, except for certain autos. Not all autos. Goodness. Pickle Rick. I didn't think anyone would be saying that this year, but how does it feel to be the first person to reference this character in 2026? %. It's not a new best, though. Just 6%. So for that, you don't want to try to click on the orb. You want to click as if there is no orb and you're jumping in between the blocks. Puppy GMD, that's a lot of waving, my goodness. Hello to you too. I'm just going to say hello once though, is that okay? That is my best. 7. Crazy. Let's see if we can beat the world record for Acropolis. Oh my gosh, we're getting there. Any day now. My hours of grinding will pay off. Oh, I didn't hold because I'm dumb. Very quiet howdy stream. I mean, the song is kind of quiet, yeah. Do you think the song is too quiet? I can turn it up. It's an okay song. I didn't ask your opinion. I asked if the volume is good. Damn it. That was not where I want to be. Just turn off the song and sing it. That is a great idea when I'm trying to go for the world record. I need all the focus I can get. Volume goob. Volume is very bad. Alright. You guys have got to get better about this whole volume feedback thing. Turn it up a little. Okay, I trust Q-Twirl's judgment for the most part. Volume is underrated. I'm really glad the volume is getting the appreciation it deserves in the stream. What's up, Halo? Thank you for the ear emoji. That lets me know I'm doing something right. Does it help to have the volume down? I don't know. It doesn't really help or hurt. I would say it would hurt for like a sync-based level. You'd want at least medium volume for something like that. This is about as far from sync levels as you can get. Sound effects left the chat. Sound effects has never been in the chat. I don't trust someone who plays GD with sound effects on. Unless you got like a textured, not texture pack. You got like your own like custom death sound. I also think those people are crazy and shouldn't be trusted, but that's a reason that you could have for having the sound effects volume on. A sound pack. I feel like most sound packs are just like two things. It's like these are the two sounds in the game I want to replace with something else. What? That's crazy. Cool. That ship will never feel normal. It feels like I don't know. You know how Swing Copter felt weird for the first time? You're like, oh, that's weird. I'm a ball, but I'm not going the way balls usually go. I don't feel like I'm going the way ships usually go when I play that ship part. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, these probably will be pretty quiet streams, like commentary-wise, just because the beginning is so much harder than everything else. It will take a certain amount of focus. Yeah, the only way I trust people who play with, like, GD sound effects on is if you're, like, a GD, purist, and you play with, like, no mods or anything like that. Yeah, slow ships definitely have a certain heavy fatness. They remind me of me in that way. I don't believe you. I think the beginning is easier. You're an insane person, and you should be locked up for 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. Gosh fucking damn it, dude. I wish my eyes were still that of like a 15-year-old and I could like see these jumps better. Man, I can't express like how uncomfortable that is for my vision. The timings aren't even that bad. Like, I was, no joke, better at these timings when I had, like, an easy demon as my hardest than I do right now. Halo, I'm gonna kill you, bro. Just for 5 minutes, though. No, I will time you out for 10 seconds. Get glasses, bro. What do you think I have on my face? What do you think I have? What is that? What is that emoji? Is that a seal? I do not know what emotion this conveys. Ah. You can get there again, but watch me not. I certainly can. I certainly can, but watch me not get that lucky for another, like, 600 attempts. Oh, yeah, I guess I should put the new best in the title. I've been live for 2 hours. I'll go for, like, maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, that's essentially, like, 99% or some crap. I don't know. Why is it only updating the title for Twitch, bro? Come on, YouTube. Get with the program. Yeah, it literally just doesn't upload for YouTube. Why? What? Alright, whatever. Screw it. YouTube people will just not know my new best. That's fine. Windy Landscape is 10 times easier than Future Funk. So exaggerations aside, I guess there can be some merit to that depending on how bad you are with nerves. It's like the length of Future Funk could definitely... What do you mean, what demon is this? What do you mean? It's like the second or third most popular insane demon in the game. Damn it. When will you do a new hardest? See, like, a new hardest would take so much time to grind for it. Either I would grind it at a pace, like, it would be so slow I wouldn't beat it for over a year, or I would, like, focus all of my streams on beating a new hardest, and I'd beat it ideally inside of, like, 6 months. Either way, that is a freaking big-ass undertaking going for a new hardest. Even if it's not my new hardest by, like, a lot on the demon list, that would still be a huge decision. And all of my other content would have to take a back seat. And I don't want to do that. I like making content. I have so many videos I want to make, and I just don't have enough time to make them. And going for a new hardest would mean I have, like, half as much time to make videos. So, like, I don't know. It's kind of like a lose-lose. It is, like, going for a new hardest sounds awful for me right now. This year has been so busy and hectic with random shit that I can't control. And I haven't had nearly enough time to make the videos I want to make. If I'm going to look back at the videos I've made this year, and I'm not going to see very many, and I'm going to be sad. And if I go for a new hardest this year, I'm going to see, like, 6 videos. So, new hardest is coming eventually, but probably not anytime, like, soon. Soon is a tricky word, because, like, children, soon means, like, in the next few days or weeks. But, like, for me and how quickly life seems to be going by, soon is, like, in the next year. I spot up from Prismatic Haze. So true. Dude, that jump is so frustrating. I meant one, my bad. I know what you meant. Hardest is Prismatic Haze by Sir Trax and Gizbro. It's a sync demon around Bloodbath difficulty if you've not heard of it. I hate that death. What does that mean, Robtop? Ah, soon. You're like 5 years old, bro. Yeah, Prismatic Haze is good. I like Prismatic Haze. It's a good level. It's very hard to enjoy in 2.2 because of how badly Robtop fucked up the music sync. At the cost of making future sync levels more consistent. So, like, I get why he did it, but there had to have been a better way. Anyway, I do not recommend going for Prismatic unless you're on, like, a 2.1 private server. Hate it. I hate it so much. Why are you on vanilla GD? Bro, look at my pause. I hate children. I'm just kidding. I love you all with my heart. It's just really hard to love you with my heart. I'm trying. Go. Honestly, not the worst place for Go. Realistically, I think Go should be like the UFO around 50. But sure. Yeah, what do you mean vanilla GD? Have you ever seen this icon in vanilla GD? Have you ever seen these buttons on the menu? My icons are on the sliders. There's like 100 reasons that you shouldn't have asked that question. I don't know. Now, if you asked, are you on vanilla GD? I could just assume this guy doesn't know enough about mods to know for sure. But then you said, why are you on vanilla GD? It's a different question. Very different thought process. I'm so sorry, Howdy, I'm slow. It's okay. Is that the sound you make? Damn it, too soon. Oh, your ball spins if you put it on the sliders? That's neat. That's a cute little detail. Unless you're just completely lying. Yo, I love your YouTube vids. I didn't know you streamed. I've been streaming at least mostly weekly for the past like 3 years. Welcome, Acheron 14R6. Icon sliders mod name? Is that you requesting the name of the mod with icon sliders? I think it's just called icon sliders, if that is your question. Wow, that was so bad. Sing Acheron. So, like, I'm not one of those people that can sing a song while listening to a completely different one. Maybe you are. I feel like that's like a superpower. If someone asked me to, like, hey, can you sing insert song that I know by heart while I'm listening to something completely different, I probably will have a lot of trouble. Guys, hate is bad. Never have it for extended periods of time. This is true. You can you sing. Thank goodness I can me sing. That's what I've been waiting for. Damn it. That sucks. It's tricky because, like, this one right here is directly above the jump. This one, it's not quite above the jump, but sometimes I think that I can time it in the same way. God, that was so bad, dude. I did such a big click to prepare for that. Rest your eyes. I think my eyes are pretty well rested. I mean, I slept for like 8 hours last night. That is plenty. More than I've gotten in a lot of days. Actually, no, I think I did get like 6 hours recently, but I had like a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day. That counts. That counts as 8 hours. I re-challenge you to say my... Oh, John 2. No, I still messed up. I'm really sorry I let you down. I wasn't talking to you. Let's see. When was your last message? It was a pink heart. So this wasn't an ongoing conversation. It was it was just like a random comment. It is not outlandish for me to assume it was meant for me, but my apologies. I did die at 77 because my eyes are terrible. I did play Necropolis. I beat that last year on stream, and there were a bunch of people that did not know what level it was, and it made me sad. That was legitimately like a sad moment in my YouTube career. It's like someday I'm gonna play at like an old school level that used to be really popular. I'm gonna play it and beat it on stream, and just no one's gonna know what it is. That is the day that I have to quit. I have no choice. Awesome. I don't, like, it doesn't look like I'm dying there. It doesn't look like I should be dying. Your custom icons are so cool. I don't know who invited Y to the party, but tell them I'm glad they're here. That is way too early. You will always know what it is? I somehow doubt that. Have you known what every demon I've streamed is prior to me streaming it? That would be impressive. Really? I felt like I waited so long. Really? Okay. Interesting, Green Hyphen. I have underestimated your knowledge. Ice cream will definitely be very interesting when I get to it. I can't tell if I'm looking forward to it or not. I think so. It'll be very funny. Please beat Society. Of course, yeah. I'm going to stream it tomorrow and probably beat it. It'll be a pretty short stream because I'm very good at that level, so be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. You know? Does anybody know what I mean by that? Man, all these timings, I'm just moving my finger so fast to hit the SEO device. It is causing some pain. Not a lot. I'm glad I'm not streaming for more than like 2.5 hours. Wait, have I been streaming for more than 2.5 hours? No, I haven't. Okay. You sounded like a bird. I'll take it. Lots of things are just being called the big recently. I first heard it with the big 26 in reference to the year that we're in, and it always makes me cringe. I just don't like hearing that. It's like, you can't call a year big before it's happened yet. What if this is the smallest year that we've ever seen? Do the Thank you. You're welcome. I will attempt whatever animal sounds you guys would like. I'll only pick the ones that sound really good, though. It's not just any animals now. We have standards here. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Opinion of HEB. Oh. I heard the angels singing as soon as I read your message. Dude, HEB has all the qualities of like a really fancy rich people grocery store, but with the prices of like Aldi or like, you know, Walmart Great Value, and even better in some cases. Like the prices there are too reasonable. It's like, it's hard to trust. I think there might be a catch, you know? Howard Edward Butt knows what he's doing. Gosh damn it. HEB is a grocery store chain in Texas and Mexico. I don't believe they've branched out to any other states, unfortunately. I would not complain if that was more of like a national thing. Stop doing it. You can just hold there. Really good animal sound, thank you. Wait, cute twirl, did you tell me to stop my moo? That would be really sad if we had, you know, a disagreement regarding moo. Face. Egg. Buddha. Egg. Buddha. Eggak. Defac? I thought it was Dufagaba Segsi. Not Duakaba. Man, we're remembering this differently. I don't like that. That's okay. Oh my gosh. This whole... so bad. What if there was Walmart bad value? Then maybe Walmart would be a multi-billion-dollar industry. Maybe they'd be successful, you know? Dude, Seg C, pretty freaking cool. I wish that was my middle name. I've never died there. Cool. I love dying to places I've never died to. from zero. Hooray. Why is your name Howdy? So I have 2 last names, and if you don't know how that works, is that they are hyphenated, which is my name is just my initials. Crazy, right? Crazy name lore. Fexty Victor, by the way. I should change the title. Why would you go there? I fulfilled my promise. I said if I get to the last wave from 0 today, I'm going for the last coin. If that were the first attempt of Acropolis for my next stream, I would not have done that. Oh well, use Geode? Yes. Yes, I use Geode. This could have been inferred from watching Howdy for like 5 minutes, but I understand. 5 minutes is a long time. That's like 6 YouTube shorts. So what's my worst death besides 77 and 95? I think it was like... It was a ship at like 40 something, right? Like 49? No! I think this could be a good map pack level. You know what? It would fit with the difficulty of some of them. How long you been grinding Acropolis? 2 hours, 24 minutes. The duration of the stream. Dude, my eyes got so dry, I needed to blink in the middle of the straight fly, or I was gonna cry. Ugh, I'm crying. Never mind. I thought I stopped it from happening, but that was wrong. So this is annoying, because, like, I should be ending stream here pretty soon, but I'm also so close to beating it. I'm the kind of close where, yeah, it could be any attempt, but I'm also struggling with enough of this level to where it could be 600 attempts from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many factors, so many variables. Sure, man. I hate dying there, bro. Yeah, I've talked in videos before about how I don't use Geode, but that was, you know, in the past. Since then, I use Geode now. Crazy. Hello, howdy. How are you doing? Well, judging by my best on Acropolis, you can probably deduce that I'm doing really well. How are you doing? What color's my say? Oh, it's just black. The best color. I think I've only seen, like, black ones and white ones. Should color it with markers. Yeah, what color should I make it with my markers? It'll show up really good on the black shell that it has. Howdy gets cringed by everything. What does that mean? I got cringed. Does that mean when someone cringes at me? In which case that's probably accurate. Do you enjoy making Geometry Dash content? I can't say it is my dream content, but yes, it is one of the coolest jobs in the world to have. And I'm very grateful to be able to do what I do for some kind of living. I think that's really awesome. How do you are artificial flavoring? Artificial flavoring, the Mega Collab by Viprin and more? The digital flavoring, cybernetic flavoring. I don't get the Mona Lisa, man. What's with that name? Why didn't they do a pretty name like the Mona Deborah? Damn it. It's really easy to not die there. I was so distracted by how cool I was for getting that coin. Would you like to be pickle or artificial flavoring? Pickle. I've already accepted pickle. Like, the pickle howdy was entertained a while ago, and I said, oh yeah, bring it on. I want it. What's up, good Sir Scotty? How you doing? Ew, a pickle with artificial flavoring? No. Pickles have so much flavoring already from, like, vinegar and spices and salt and stuff. There's no part of a pickle's flavor that needs to be artificial. Like, you know, you got it covered. It doesn't need any more flavoring. You know what I hate is, like, when you go to a gas station and you see that, the big pickle, the Big Mama, or whatever it's called. It's just like a spicy, like, pickle in a bag. It's not even refrigerated. It's just out on, like, a shelf. Just a pickle in a bag. The only way I would ever agree with that inclusion in, like, a convenience store would be if it were refrigerated. Then I could maybe justify its existence. But something about a room temperature pickle that's spicy. Not like they pickled a hot pepper. They just pickled a cucumber and made it spicy, like, artificially. Ugh, nasty. So gross. Only in America. No! Acropolis, but RNG chooses my game mode? Oh, gosh. be ridiculous. How do you become cursed? Wow, 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 wow. Have you ever tried drywall? I have, actually. If you're gonna work construction, working drywall is like, at least working with drywall is like, it's fine. It's like non-toxic. You can like eat it and you'll be fine. You can get it in your eye and you'll be fine. I don't recommend any of those things, but you can do it and you'll be okay. That was so weird, dude. That was so awful. I didn't hold my head on the floor for long enough before the drop there into the portal. And then I hit the orb really late. And, like, I could have saved it if I was crazy. Also, I don't know if you guys know about this, but if you're, like, sanding drywall mud to, like, prepare it for paint, the drywall like dust will get in your hair, and it kind of acts as like drywall, or it kind of acts as like dry shampoo in a way. Like if you have like greasy, gross looking hair and then you go like sand a ceiling, boom, your hair looks glamorous. It's kind of crazy. It's like, ooh, I'm pretty greasy, I should take a shower. Or I could just go sand that ceiling. Kind of accomplishes the same mission here. Gonna try to make it to the 40 ship like one more time, and I'll probably call it a day. This at least is a fun level, and I'd be fine with having to stream it again. You need to use the Blizzy Boy mashup. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna get the Blizzy Boy mashup, and if it's bad, I'm banning you. What is the Blizzy Boy mashup? It's gonna be so bad. I assume we don't want one with a freestyle, or is that the only one? Okay, here we go. We're doing it. Is that it? Did it work? Okay. I only banned him for 10 minutes, just like what Twitch does with streamers that violate TOS. Like, what? This booby streamer flashed her boobies? I will ban your account for 5 minutes. Then you can come right back. Damn it. I really don't like dying there. It makes me very sad. Flashes again. Yep, that's how it goes. You like cats more or dogs more? I'd rather own a cat, rather spend time with a dog. According to Howdy, this is the end of the stream. It's true. Goodbye, guys. Have a great rest of your day or night. And goodbye forever. I don't understand how this part is supposed to feel good. Because, like, I sometimes wait until I'm right here, and then I click 3 times, and I'm perfect. And I felt like that's what I did, but I guess I clicked too early because I hit my head, like, here. Very annoying. Very annoying place to die. Well, I don't know. I'm, like, 1 attempt away from beating it. Over 2K. That's too bad. Oh, well. We'll come back with another stream next week sometime. I will not have a video out this weekend at any point because I went on a road trip and was gone for several days and was not able to work on content for like a week. So hopefully video should be out next weekend, but to kind of accommodate for that, I will try to stream at least a couple times this week. Maybe like a Tuesday and a Thursday stream or something like that. We'll see. If you guys would like to keep in touch with upcoming streams and things, feel free to join my Discord, where you can keep in touch with all that upcoming content and stuff. I will give you guys heads up and notifications and stuff, and when I go live, when I upload content, it's the best way to stay in the Howdy loop. But before we go, it is time to thank our wonderful donators to the Howdy Foundation here today. We got Duck with the Rated membership for 5 months. Thank you so much for that renewal. We got Ultraxis with the 20 months of Rated membership. Closing in on that 2-year badge. It's going to look so good. Good luck on your magnum opus layout. And Acropolis is not harder than Aku. I can say that safely. Cersei with 18 months of Rated membership. Thank you. I'm very sorry to hear about Pancake Gate. Duck with Kate Picks with the $2 on top of the membership renewal. Very generous and unnecessary. Thank you. Lunatic Husky with 29 months of featured membership. Heck freaking yeah, dude. Congrats on the new keyboard. Glad that's been helping with extremes. We got Cube YT with the 21 Czar. Jude Everson with the £2. Anonymous with the 54 Swedish krone. Oh, wait, never mind. 54 plus 65. I'm not going to do that math. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lucas... I forgot what it stands for. I'm just going to say Lucas Clash Royale Vagina with that $10 at the end. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. You guys have been a wonderful audience here today. I will see you in a few days with another Acropolis stream. I sure hope we beat it then, because, gosh, I don't think I made a promise that I would get the last coin beyond the first day, so I'm no longer obligated to get the last coin. I think I can just beat the wave at that point. But yeah, Lucas what? That's a good question. Have a great rest of your day or night, and goodbye forever.